What's good, everybody? It's your boy Marcus Summers, Major Linux, youtube.com/Major Linux, and it's time once again for another episode of Major Offline. This time I'm bringing to you Flashout 3 for the PC. Now, hold on, it's a bit of information I need to get here for a second. Let me switch over to Chrome real quick. So this game comes out on Thursday, September 22nd. So of course the game is out right now. It is available not only for Steam on PC, but let's really get that out here. Not only on Steam for PC, but as you can see, Steam on Mac OS as well. This is running natively on the Mac. And it's great. It's fantastic. Actually, I don't know if this game runs fantastic on the Mac. We're going to find out. This is the first time I've actually played it on the Mac. But for those who do not know, check out Tech Talk Thursdays. Kev has convinced me to keep my PC off for as much as I can, for as long as I can, unless I really need it. And you would think for a Steam game, I'm going to play it the best ever. Sure, that may require me to turn my PC on, but I said no, not really. Because this game not only comes out on Steam and on Mac OS, it's also available on Linux, which in turn means that it is one of the perfect smaller titles for the Steam Deck. So what I actually did is when I got this code, I went ahead and I put it on the Steam Deck just to see how it plays there. And I'm gonna tell you something. It plays fantastically well. It looks amazing for the smaller screen. The back, like it was actually the first game where I wanted to use the back buttons, the R3, is this the R4 and R5 and the L4 and L5? It's like the back paddle buttons that are on the Steam Deck. Because, you know, Steam Deck is really big, very unwieldy at times, so it's kind of hard to get to those shoulder buttons. You can get to the triggers, but not the shoulders as easily trying to hold this big screen in your hand. So with this game here, it does require the use of shoulder buttons. Because I couldn't get to it with the Steam Deck, I put it on those back paddles, and it worked surprisingly well. So I'm actually interested to see what this is going to be like using an Xbox controller on Mac OS to actually play the game here. So yeah, again, this game is available on PC, Mac, and Linux. Let me check here. Seeing that it is out now, how much does this game go for? $19.99, 20 bucks on Steam right now. Apparently this is a return to the franchise. This is the third one after all. I kind of wanted to check this out because one, I do love racing games, and you know, this screams Extreme G. What is it other game? Wipeout, screams Wipeout. Even F-Zero. Even I don't think I've ever played F-Zero. But yeah, so let's see here. I'm gonna take some, because it seems like I'm hovering less than 30 FPS on the menu screen, which does not make me feel all that great. And I don't know how I feel about that. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna let it play. I'm gonna let it play here. Ooh, that was a little chonky. But it also could be due to the fact that I am recording the game as well on OBS. Okay. So for one, this is the M1 Pro, or the M1 Max Studio, using the new OBS Studio 28.0.3. So yeah, there's some things. I'm trying some things, but it's all right. We'll be okay. So yeah, let's see. I've played some of this last night. Played the first campaign bits on the Steam Deck. So now I'm gonna try to continue my campaign progress. Or you know what? Let's replay the campaign progress, because I already know what to expect on this first campaign. Now, given what you have to do in this game in order to race properly, holding the controller is going to be real. It's different because you do have to use the shoulder buttons for some of the air brakes. So let's actually take a look here. I'm gonna go to options and we're gonna do controls. Okay, so they do have auto air brake, so I might actually check that out to see if that kind of alleviates some issues. Oh, so it does have steering wheel support. So on the Steam Deck, one thing I do like is when you pull up the controller stuff, it will kind of show you, hey, these buttons do that, which as opposed to getting a menu like this. So of course you got 3 weapons to choose from. Right now I only have 2, which is actually, hold on, let's go back. Can we return to the menu? Yes, please. Campaign. So yeah, let's go back here. So with my so I only have access to this Ergo type vehicle. I've got the Ergo V, Ergo X. They have different type of attributes that you can see on the right side. I like the Ergo because it's kind of like it's the middle of the pack. Right now I only have machine guns and rockets unlocked, so I've doubled up on machine guns. Got rockets on my second button here. As you can see, you can upgrade. You got some attack, some counter, and some utility stuff that you can unlock further on in the game. So we'll confirm that. There we go. And yeah, we've got 4 different types of events to try out. So yeah, so you have the air brake for your vehicle on your left shoulder buttons. And I thought I can get through without having to use the shoulder, without having to use the air brake. You cannot. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to see if I can actually control because I have to hold the controller weird in order to get to the air brake.
3, 1, go.
And if that doesn't work, then I'm going to turn on auto air brake. So as you heard, like, weapons unlock. So the weapons do not unlock automatically, but yeah, it is a combat shooter. Yeah. So it's all right. Like, I'm not having too bad of a time right now. Oh, that was me. Yeah, I am not doing as good now as it was on my Steam Deck, and I don't know. It may be because of the sensitivity. Maybe it was due to the sensitivity of the sticks on the Steam Deck to where, like, now I feel like I'm having a better time controlling the crafts than I were last night on the Steam Deck.
3 opponents left.
Okay, so it seems like they mixed these the order of them up, because I remember my elimination being kind of like the 3rd race, not the first one. So of course, if you're not familiar with elimination,
2 opponents left.
if you're not ooh, not great. If you're not familiar with eliminations, the person in last place gets taken out of the race. Yep, and that was me. So yeah, so surprisingly, yeah, this game actually plays a little bit better with the with an Xbox controller on, I guess, PC, and I'm gonna assume PC, but at least it's playing. I'm having a better time controlling the aircraft on my Mac than I was on the Steam Deck. Also, it seems like, okay, so it actually might be because of the fact that I was using the speed boost, which do make it a little bit harder to turn. So it's almost as if if I don't use a speed boost, I actually might be a little more capable at piloting these things. But yeah, even okay, or it actually just could be the tracks themselves. All right, so is this okay? So yeah, this is the battle. Yeah. So yeah, now I'm not able to control as much. Now, yeah, like you could even turn with, and it's kind of hard for me to do that. I could turn with, excuse me, I could turn with the shoulder buttons. It's like a hard time trying to remember what the hell those buttons are called. Like I could turn with the shoulder buttons, or I can sit there and turn with the stick. And yeah, it's like you're better off sitting there trying to use both in conjunction. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to turn this on. Come over to controls, and I'm going to turn on auto air brake. Yeah, save that. Continue the race. Now, hopefully this should... Okay, that didn't seem like it did much. It didn't do much. Yeah, it still seems like I'm controlling. Yeah, I am not doing great here. I promise you I was doing so much better on this Steam Deck. Mainly because of, and like, it makes me wonder, like, this might be a good game for me to actually implement the paddles on an Elite controller. Unfortunately for me, both of my Xbox Elite controllers have acquired stick drift. Also, I'm gonna tell you something. I have not yet. I don't know. I'm getting waxed on this map. Also, it doesn't help the fact that I am also slamming into walls and damaging myself. So. Also, trying to play a combat mission while explaining what's going on screen is very difficult to do. But this game is actually, it's really fun. I'm not doing the best to show it, but it's really fun. And again, it's a thing too where I'm going to be looking for a lot of, like, I actually requested this code before I think I even put in my order for the Steam Deck. One should tell you kind of how, well, maybe not, because it should tell you how much quicker they're getting Steam Deck orders out. Even though I mean, at the time of this recording, they are now ready to ship you a Steam Deck as soon as you order one on the site. But I had requested the key for this game before I had put in an order for a Steam Deck. So basically my whole plan was to like cover a game that works on, okay, they got bombs now. Okay. Kind of, I wanted to highlight how this game played on Mac and Linux. Then the Steam Deck came and it's like, okay, now I'm looking for a lot of indie titles, things that are very small in stature, because I did not order the very, very big Steam Deck. And of course, because like even though they are PCs, they're not super duper powerful. So of course I'm looking for more, not necessarily bite-sized experiences, but more reasonable experiences for PC gaming on the Steam Deck than I would normally get on anywhere else. So yeah, when they dropped the key and for this, I was like, all right, let's see how this works on the Steam Deck, and works very well. Like it's holding its own on the Mac. Of course, it's not hitting the full 60 FPS. But it's doing the job. I mean, I'm sure it's probably stuttering and, you know, whatever Digital Foundry would sit there and say about this would not be great. But I don't care. It's a thing of like, it's a fun game to play. I'm enjoying it. It's definitely high speed, high octane action. And again, if it's something that you're trying to pick up on a Steam Deck, it's good for that. If you were trying to pick this up on PC, it's good for that. The performance, at least on the M1 Max hardware, is pretty good. I have not tried it on proper M1 or M1 Pro. I do not have M2 hardware here. But Apple, hey, if you were watching this and you want to hook me up with some M2, I'll take it. But yeah, instead of continuously getting my ass whooped, I think I'm going to call it here. Again, this is Flashout 3. It is available now on Steam for 20 bucks on PC, Mac, and Linux. And again, if you are looking for the Steam Deck version of this, it is there. Well, not necessarily the Steam Deck version, but if you're looking for Steam Deck compatibility, it's going to say unknown, but it plays very well. You will not have much of an issue. I would say, you know, map the air brake buttons to the back buttons of the Steam Deck, or and again, if you also have if you have an Elite controller, an Xbox Elite controller, this game would heavily benefit from the back pedals that you can put on them. But yeah, that's it for your boy Mark Summers, Major Linux, to youtube.com/MajorLinux, MajorOffline for Flashout 3. Thank you all for tuning in. And of course, all I've got left to say to you wonderful people is I love you and peace out. Y'all still here? Anywho, thank you so much for tuning in to another video. Really do appreciate it. Of course, if you like the content that you just saw, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, do all the things that the YouTubers ask you to do. I guess that includes me now. Anywho, yes, like, comment, subscribe. Really do appreciate it. Support the channel over Patreon, PayPal, whatever. Check out the links in the video to anything else I might be pushing, hawking. I don't know. Did I sell out by now? I recorded this ages ago. Have I sold out? Let me know. But until then, I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.